Greetings fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you a game that I played with the Kaiju O-I. This is a tier 6 Japanese premium heavy tank with regular matchmaking. The game I'm playing is a standard battle on Widepark with tier 8 as the top tier and 1 artillery on each team. For this game I'm platooned up with Mixie360, who is in an OI with the 15cm cannon. It can be difficult to play the Kaiju O-I when you're bottom tier, because as a bottom tier tank you usually have to play a supportive role and fight off to the side of the main engagements, but that's very difficult for the Kaiju O-I considering how huge it is. It can be very challenging to work around your teammates. You're often getting in their way or overexposing yourself, and that armor, which is reliable against tier 6 and 7 tanks, is quite soft for a tier 8 to shoot at. So I've decided to use the Kaiju's ridgeline fighting capabilities to hide my massive bulk and stay out of the way of my tier 8 teammates. The train that's just off to my right provides some great cover from artillery and a lot of overwatching snipers. There are of course a lot of positions that the enemy could shoot me from, so I've got to be very cautious and only go up over the ridgeline right when I'm ready to fire. As you can see, I'm getting some great shots here, and fortunately the enemy hasn't prioritized me as a target, so I'm not taking any damage myself. I did start off the battle on my premium shells, just in case I ran into a tough tier 8 at the start of the game, but since I know the enemies I'm fighting are relatively soft targets and I've had really good angles on them, I've gone to my regular ammunition. I just took my first hit of the game there. That was from the Centennial, and that's fine with me because I've been quite active in repeating the same movement over and over again, so I was bound to take damage at some point. But now I've got to be a little more cautious with my hit points. I'm always very impressed with this 10cm cannon's performance at medium to long distance fighting, and mine's even more reliable because I run the improved ventilation and onigiri on my Kaiju. I'm training my new crew that I got with the Nameless, so this game my tank's not benefiting from any extra crew skills like situational awareness, smooth ride, or brothers in arms. The target-rich environment in front of me has now dried up, so now I'm left with a difficult decision on how to proceed here. Being a tier 6 tank, I don't really want to overexpose myself here and get hit by a sniper in the back, so I'm just cautiously peeking up over the hill here and see if there's any snipers in the distance on Overwatch. It doesn't appear so I go up and take a risk here. I get a chance here to shoot a rush shot at the Hellcat, but even though I miss, I now know that this is a decently safe location for me to fight in, with the enemies being distracted by the pressure my teammates are putting on them from both the left and right flank. There was no way here I could pass up the opportunity to shoot at a low health light tank, and even though that's only 15 damage, that's one more tank out of the way. Now once again I'm just looking for what to do here. The enemy has managed to repel my teammates' push on the right flank, so there wouldn't be much of a point going over the train tracks right now, because it would leave me painfully exposed on the enemy's side of the map. If I had been a little more aware of the situation, I might have gotten the side of that freedom, but I'm left with a turret shot and unfortunately it doesn't go through, but I'm lucky enough not to take any damage myself. Since the game is close and my right flank doesn't have a lot of support at the moment, I've switched back to my premium rounds to try to deal with that freedom. Unfortunately, my Pershing teammate is already destroyed before I can take advantage of the distracted enemies. I take a rush shot at the Borsig here and I didn't notice that he had just fired to destroy my teammate, so there was enough time to aim in and not take damage myself, and that's a missed opportunity, but fortunately my teammates are doing a great job at dealing damage to him. I was very tempted to push through here and help my teammates out, but as a bottom tier tank I've got to be patient and wait for the right opportunity. Another missed opportunity here. He was distracted with my teammate that's just behind me and I really couldn't have asked for a better opportunity to take a shot at him. Now I've just got to wait again for the right moment. With the freedom partially in the tunnel there, I decided to push forward and try to get an easy side shot on him, and I was not expecting to find that other tier 7 heavy tank. An easy finishing shot on him, but now the freedom has taken out my teammate behind me, and now the freedom's pushing forward and he gives me an easy shot on his side. My teammate manages to hit him but leaves him with a sliver of health. There's only one thing to do now. Ramming speed! A great ram kill on a tank that's 2 tiers higher. Now I do have a super heavy spall liner with the Kaiju O-I, but I'm not using a crew that has controlled impact. And I was going less than 20 kilometers an hour there. I got greedy here and rushed my shot on the Centennial. My IS-3 teammate gets a great shot on him and brings him down to almost nothing. And that collision with one of his destroyed teammates leaves me with an easy target to finish off the game. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game, I managed to earn 44,000 silver without any multipliers, remembering that I used a premium consumable and fired quite a few unnecessary premium rounds at the start of the game. I also managed to earn 3,803 experience without any multipliers. In this game, I dealt 2,770 damage, assisted with 1,075 damage, and destroyed 4 enemies while blocking 1,080 damage. I managed to earn a Mastery Badge First Class and Kamikaze for ramming the Freedom. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,950. A few of my shots were just to finish off enemies and only dealt a little bit of damage. If I had been a little more aggressive and had a bit more luck, then I would have been able to steal the highest damage from the IS-3 and make it over 2,000 base XP. I managed to hit 12 of my 17 shots and penetrate 11 of those. I'm happy with those numbers considering I had to take quite a few rush shots to avoid taking damage myself. In terms of crew and module damage, I damaged the ammo rack in the VK4502A, damaged the gun on the Hellcat, and damaged the ammo rack on the Freedom. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing that game with the Kaiju O-I, and that'll give you some ideas on how to use your O-I tanks when you're bottom tier. Stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks videos.